I'm Maria Nieves, President and CEO of the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce and the Hudson County Chamber Foundation. And this year we're hosting our third annual #HudsonGives on May 13. We're hoping to raise $500,000, $500,000 for area causes and nonprofits. So I'm very pleased to welcome Jennifer Hughes. She is the Director of Communications and Development. I may have switched it. It's Director of Development and Communications at the Friends of the Learning Community Charter School. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see you.
So tell us a little bit about your organization and who you serve in the community.
So Friends of LCCS is the nonprofit that supports the Learning Community Charter School. We are a pre-K through 8th grade school. We were founded in 1997 by parents and educators. And right now we serve about 650 students from all over Jersey City. One of the really exciting things about LCCS is because we're a charter school, admissions through a lottery. So we have students who come from all over the city. A lot of schools are neighborhood schools, which can be kind of fun, but the really exciting thing is we have students from every ward in Jersey City who come from all over. So it's really exciting to be able to see so many different students from all over the city come to LCCS.
I've met some of your students.
Yes, you have.
They're real go-getters.
Boy,
they
oh boy.
impress me. They scare me. I'm like, they're coming for my job.
They are absolutely.
In a good way.
They are wonderfully terrifying. I just adore them. So yeah, I miss them so much. We are going to be welcoming students into the building. I'm not sure when this is airing, but we're going to be welcome then in April 26th. So we'll be starting to have more students coming in then. So we're obviously very, very looking forward to that.
Just in time for HudsonGives.
Exactly.
And for them to help spread the word and get enthusiastic about it.
Well, and you might remember 2 years ago when we did HudsonGives, we decided to involve our students not only in our own fundraising, but also in fundraising for other nonprofits. So we went to the students and asked them what organizations they wanted to support. And so we held penny drives for different organizations so that we could also raise money to support other nonprofits that are doing good work. And I believe the two we selected were Liberty Humane Society, and I think it was York Street Project.
Right, yeah, excellent. And you mentioned 2 years ago, you guys have been with HudsonGives from the beginning. You're on our steering committee that helps us to put the program together. So tell us about your experience with HudsonGives.
Well, I think when we started learning about it, it seemed like it was such a fantastic opportunity for our school to be involved. Being involved in our community is obviously very important when community is a word in your school's name. So we really saw this as an opportunity not only to reach out to our own community of people who support us and who are interested and invested in LCCS, but then also connect our students with the wider community, because that's really, really important, to raise learners who are really ready to be engaged and involved in their communities. So that's really one of the goals that we really saw this as a way to kind of raise awareness not only about our organization, but to also raise awareness within our organization about all the other groups that are just doing such amazing work in the county.
Right, and that's such an important component of HudsonGives, is that it's a centralized platform. So all the fundraising is happening in one place, and so you can learn about Friends of the Learning Community Charter School, but you can also learn about York Street or Women Rising or any of the other 80 or so nonprofits who are participating. So thank you for doing that on your end in a very sort of like tactical way with your students. Yeah. What else do you think is sort of unique or special about HudsonGives that makes it something that you do put time and resources into?
Well, we also really saw this, from an organization, from our standpoint, as a really important way to integrate into our development calendar. I don't want to get too deep into the sort of like wonky development nonprofit weeds, but we have a development calendar. We have things that we do every year when we reach out to our community and try to, raise money to support the good work that we do. And, really we realize what an important part HudsonGives has in this. And that became abundantly clear last year when all of our events were canceled and we could not have any in-person events. And it's going to be very interesting, I think, as a nonprofit sector for us to sort of decide what we're going to be doing going forward and whether we're going to continue, putting a lot of emphasis on these virtual events. The really fantastic thing about it was we really saw our community rise to the challenge. And that was just such a wonderful thing to see. And I think that you see that not only with our organization, but other nonprofits. People within our communities know the good work we're doing. They know that we're making a difference within our communities for these students, whatever the organization is. And it's such a fantastic way for them to support us. And I think it's a great chance to be able to reach out to people who know us, and then reach out to find people who may not be aware of the work that we're doing, and bring them into the fold. And I think that all nonprofits can do that. I think it can be a really great way to strengthen the fundraising that they're doing, because unfortunately, fundraising is just it's something that happens constantly and that you have to do to support.
Yep, it's like the treadmill. You've just got to constantly be running on it. And you mentioned how donors stepped up to the plate last year, and we were very, very pleasantly surprised and delighted that last year we raised almost $250,000 with all of our partners, and we're hoping to do $500,000 this year. Does your organization have a specific goal that you care to share at this point? Or?
We do. So last year we raised $41,000.
Amazing. I think you were our grand winner of our most funds raised.
We were, and I think a lot of this credit, really goes to our parents, in our community who, if you want something done, you ask like a PTO mom and it will get done.
I need to get some PTO moms for my chamber.
Right, exactly. Well, it's between the PTO moms and the middle school students. So in the prior year when we were able to be in person and we were in the atrium of the Matt Calley building, we actually had a table where we had our middle school students out there shaking the trees, and they are quite effective because they're fantastic. But so that was what we did last year, and this year our goal is $45,000. Right. So we believe that we're going to be able to do this. As in last year, this year, normally around this time of year, we'd be having a gala, which we cannot do. So this really takes the place of the gala. And I think the really interesting thing was the first year that we participated in HudsonGives, we raised about $10,000.
Right.
The second year we raised, I think it was maybe 30,
somewhere
around there.
Yes.
But we basically were able to make up for the fact that we couldn't have a gala. And HudsonGives gave that to us, and gave us the platform and the ability to have this opportunity to do this. And I honestly don't know what we would have done last year if we didn't have this opportunity and this entire infrastructure set up in place that supports what we can accomplish. So it's just been really profound for us.
Excellent. Well, I am going to wish you luck. I have full confidence that you'll be able to get to your goal, because I've seen just how go-getting your organization is. So excellent. Fantastic. Yes. I look forward to having Friends of the Learning Community Charter School join us for #HudsonGives. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here today.
Thank you, Maria.
And I'm inviting everyone to get ready to give on May 13 at HudsonGives.org. Thank you very much.